China's ambassador to France now asking the U.S. to return the debris, saying that if you pick up something on the street, you should return it to the owner if you know who the owner is. This was clearly not debris on the street. This was shot down from the air. Is this going to be the next point of contention in this relationship?
I think we have to wait and see still. Obviously, the ambassador of France, the Chinese ambassador to France was the person making those comments. It's not clear what the official position in Beijing is. I think it does reflect this desire by both sides, both the Chinese and American governments, to show that they are being tough on this issue. I think that's why the Chinese government has moved away from being relatively contrite to being more aggressive in defending its position, in this case wanting pieces of the balloon back, but also why President Biden has, as you mentioned, said that the shooting down of this balloon has not been a big hit to China-U.S. relations. He essentially making the argument that the U.S. was within its rights to shoot down that balloon because it was flying over American territory.
John, what do we know about what part this one balloon played in potentially what was a bigger program that not just was affecting the U.S., but perhaps more globally?
I mean, since we've had the balloon appear over Montana last week, there have been reports of other balloons. Obviously, in Latin America, there have been reports of balloons sighted previously in other parts of Asia. Secretary Blinken coming out today and saying that this was part of a global spying campaign by China. It would not be surprising if that was the case. Obviously, China being a major global power, spying, espionage is a part and parcel of statecraft practice, I would say, by every country around the world.
What's next? I mean, the thawing of relations was supposed to happen during Secretary Blinken's visit to Beijing. Obviously, that didn't go through.
I think we're going to be looking for the next opportunity for Secretary Blinken to travel to China. I think it's pretty clear that the Chinese side, from its commentary that we saw over the weekend earlier this week, is not ready for Secretary Blinken to visit either. And so when will the right time be? Obviously, we're about to get to the National People's Congress in early March here in Beijing. And so that probably looks like it will not be a good time. So it's probably going to be off a few months from now before Blinken can make that trip again.